This is Adam, and he suffers from gout. Try Ural. It helps to prevent crystallization of uric acid crystals in gout therapy. Ural, effective urinary alkalinizer for gout.
Hello, I'm Camelia, and this is KiniNews. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has dismissed a survey that suggested only 1 in 4 Malays in the 6 states having elections this Saturday were satisfied with his performance as the leader of the country. When asked about the survey results in Penang today, Anwar said that it was a flawed analysis.
I don't agree. It's a flawed analysis. Or probably they take Kelantan compared to Selangor. But in many of our states, we are doing extremely well. I'm very optimistic.
The survey was conducted by Ilham Centre in July. According to Ilham Centre, they had polled 2,416 respondents in Kelantan, Terengganu, Kedah, Negeri Sembilan, Selangor and Penang, who were chosen through randomized stratified sampling. A total of 102 respondents also participated in Ilham's in-depth interviews and focus group discussions. Among other findings, they found that only 24% of Malay respondents said they were satisfied with Anwar. The approval rating of the Chinese was at 88% and Indians at 81%. According to the survey, only 42% of respondents were satisfied with Anwar's performance. Respondents from Kelantan were the most dissatisfied with Anwar, followed by Terengganu and Kedah. Anwar's approval was the highest in his home state of Penang with 70% and 62% in both Selangor and Negeri Sembilan. Moving on to DAP, the party has suspended one of their members over a provocative speech in July. This came after a video of his speech spread on social media. DAP is on the defense after a video clip was shared on social media depicting one of its members delivering a provocative and expletive-laden speech against PAS at a party dinner on June 10th in Kajang, Selangor. The video showed ordinary DAP member Lee Khai Ming speaking to an audience, where he repeatedly described PAS as a turban party and that PAS reminded him of circumcision. Lee's speech in the video was in Cantonese and was also full of expletives. The video clip, depicting Lee, complete with Malay subtitles, was shared on popular preacher Firdaus Wong's website last night. Wong said that Lee's speech contained 3 R elements and he supports any action taken by the authorities. In a statement last night, DAP Secretary General Anthony Loke said Lee's membership has been suspended pending investigations. Loke also stressed that the speech does not represent the views of the DAP leadership. He said the DAP leadership strongly criticizes that speech because it was provocative and full of expletives, and claimed that the old video was being shared to stop the momentum of Pakatan Harapan and BN's campaign. He also called on BN and PH supporters to not be swayed by the video clip as it does not represent the party. In conjunction with the state elections, from now to 13th August, you can access Malaysia Kini for free when you register with us. We want to keep all Malaysians informed so that you can make your choice wisely with your ballots. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to enjoy reading Malaysia Kini for free. Lawyers for Liberty had called on the government to withdraw a ban on LGBT-themed Swatch watches. They said the ban is unlawful and unconstitutional. Lawyers for Liberty has condemned the prohibition order issued by the Home Ministry yesterday against any publications related to the LGBT on Swatch watches, collections, and accessories as unlawful and unconstitutional. LFL Director Zaid Malik called for the government to withdraw the ban, which was imposed under the Printing Presses and Publications Act 1984, which also criminalizes ownership of the banned material. Zaid said the ban, imposed because the watches were likely to be prejudicial to morality, is excessive and should be challenged in court. He said the ban is unlawful because it goes against Article 10, Bracket 1, Bracket A of the Federal Constitution, which protects freedom of expression. Zahid added that while Article 10, Bracket 2, Bracket A permits restriction on the grounds of public order or morality, the restrictions must be reasonable. According to him, the order banning the Swatch watches over a particular design, supposedly related to LGBT, is arbitrary and disproportionate and hence unconstitutional. He stressed that the government not only has a responsibility to protect those who disagree with products related to the LGBT community, but also those who have no problems with it. Zahid said that the powers to restrict freedom of speech should only be used to combat ideologies which are undeniably harmful, such as terrorism or calling for violence. The banned Swatch watches were from the Swiss brand's Pride collection, which comprises watches in various shades of the rainbow, which were seized in raids at Swatch stores in May. Swatch Group has since taken the Malaysian government to court to challenge the nationwide raid and seizure.
We are often faced with nutrient deficiency needed for our body. This is why I choose G-Sure. G-Sure is the first plant-based and complete nutrition drink that helps to improve the immune system and strengthen our bodies. It has to be Good Morning G-Sure.
Muhammad Hassan has denied claims of his involvement in the LCS scandal. He labelled it as an attempt to tarnish his character. Defense Minister Muhammad Hassan has denied claims that he was involved in the littoral combat ship scandal. This came after a video clip shared on a page that belonged to Raja Petra Raja Kamarudin made the claims about his involvement. In a speech at a trauma in Seremban last night, Muhammad said that accusations were baseless because the decision to buy the LCS was made before he was appointed as the defense minister. Muhammad said he was only appointed as the defense minister 11 months ago, so such accusations or claims are a character assassination to tarnish his career. He added that during the process of procurement, he was not even in parliament. Muhammad, who is BN's candidate for Rantau, also denied claims that he would be sacked as defense minister because he was not aligned with Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. This came as he was not seen with Anwar during the recent election campaigns. Muhammad said he was down with a fever for 4 days and could not attend campaigns. However, people are now making up baseless stories. He pointed out that the Defense Ministry had received the highest special allocation from the Prime Minister. Muhammad said he had appealed for fighter jets, warships and radar, which were all approved, but some now claim that he was going to be sacked. With this, he urged voters to ignore such baseless claims. He added that claims that the federal government would collapse if the results of the 6 state elections did not favor the unity government were also false. He said the outcome of the state polls would not affect the federal government as it was formed with a 2/3 majority, and there will be no party hopping since the anti-hopping law has been passed and enforced. Vincent Tan is suing Sanusi for defamation. He is also seeking to obtain an injunction to restrain Sanusi from repeating the alleged defamatory statement. Tycoon Vincent Tan and his company Berjaya Land Berhad has filed a defamation suit against caretaker Kedah Menteri Besar Muhammad Sanusi Mat Noor. This was over Sanusi's allegations of impropriety between him and Selangor caretaker Menteri Besar Amiruddin Shari in relation to the Klang River cleaning project. In the statement of claim filed at the Shah Alam High Court on Tuesday, Tan and Berjaya Land said that Sanusi's remarks on August 2nd were defamatory and had tarnished their reputation both domestically and internationally. They are seeking for an order to compel the past leader to pay up unspecified general, aggravated and exemplary damages. Tan is also seeking an injunction to restrain Sanusi from repeating his claims. Among others, Tan and the company claimed that Sanusi did not verify the truthfulness of the claims before uttering them during the speech. They added that the allegations were untrue and claimed that it was only disseminated for cheap publicity and personal or electioneering gains. Tan and Berjaya Land are also seeking a 5% interest on any judgment, sum awarded, costs, and any other relief deemed fit by the court. Previously, Tan's lawyers had issued a letter of demand seeking the Pakatan National leader's apology as well as 200 million ringgit in compensation. However, they said Sanusi, in a response through his lawyers, had refused to abide by their legal letter.
Zahid has called on voters to reject Pakatan National. He said the action by PAS against Gerakan should serve as a lesson for non-Malay voters against supporting the coalition.
BN chairperson Ahmad Zahid Hamidi has called on non-Malay voters to reject Pakatan National. Speaking at a ceramah in Gombak Setia last night, Zahid reminded the audience of the incident involving PAS and Gerakan President Dominic Lau in Penang last week and said that it should be a lesson for the non-Malays against supporting PN. Zahid said Gerakan, which is a multiracial party, was no more than just a tool for Bersatu and PAS to achieve their political aims. He said Lau was barred from joining a PN campaign, even though he is the president of a component party. He added that such an incident would not happen with BN, as the coalition never sidelines any of its component parties, including MIC, MCA, and others considered as friends of BN. Zahid, who is a Deputy Prime Minister and UMNO President, was there to campaign for BN candidate Megat Zulkarnain Omardin. In his speech, Zahid also thanked MIC Deputy President M. Saravanan for the party's sacrifices in the state polls. He said MIC had agreed to sit out from the 6 state elections and even surrendered its Jeram Padang seat in Negeri Sembilan for UMNO to contest. He added that since MIC has given up their seat to UMNO, it would not be right if UMNO does not give them enough seats in future elections.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Kimilia. Thanks for watching.